Our team at Village will grow every week. It's time to meet someone who we'll be seeing a lot of right here. He's a loving husband, a wonderful dad to 2 young toddlers, a parenting expert and podcast host, and as he puts it, fabulously gay. His name is Sean Szeps. Sean has gathered himself a cult following on Instagram, thanks in part to his hilarious Insta videos about his love-hate relationship with parenting, which went viral during the pandemic. So this is Sean and his 2 beautiful kids, Stella and Cooper.
I'm serious, Stella. Whatever you do, just don't kick me, okay? Oh, Stella! Oh! Stella Rose! Oh! This is how we survive the swing.
Did you always want to be a dad?
Absolutely. I have fantasies from a really young age of wanting specifically to be my dad. You know, like painting the picture of like the ideal family and seeing him as kind of the fantasy, the dream. Absolutely, my whole life.
It's going to be your job in Village to find different families from all walks of life, ask them different questions, sometimes tough questions. So I'm going to ask you one. How did you become a family?
Good question. Most important one. No one looks at us and goes, we know what happened here. So I actually say to anyone who meets us, by all means, ask that exact question. That's the education that I think is critical. Josh and I, my husband and I, used a surrogate. So we found an agency in the United States. Their job is to not just connect you with a surrogate, but assist with egg donor retrieval, the lawyer process. And so we had an extremely special gift given to us. A family member of mine donated her eggs.
Wow.
So when that gift is handed to you, when someone says, this is something that I would like for you to have, and you have the potential and possibility to have a family that is really, truly yours, we chased that dream, and a surrogate carried the twins, and here we are today.
How old are they now?
They're 4 years old. I'm sure you'll see them running around here somewhere. Cooper, Steven, come here.
Hey Cooper and Stella, come over and have a chat to us.
Come here for a second. You gonna go run and play? You try to be nice to Stella, okay, my love? You gotta use your words, say please and thank you. Stella. We'll do that again.
No, not, because that's
good.
That's it.
Oh, perfect.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's the real life. That's the juggle right there. Can I smile while holding my children and juggling? When people look at us, they don't have all the answers. And there aren't a ton of people like me sharing their story every single day. And what I've realized is most people have the same questions and are just a little afraid to ask. And what I've tried to do over the course of the last couple of years is, if you ask it with kindness, if you approach any interaction with someone who's a little bit different or in the minority with empathy, they're almost always willing to share their story.
So what are some of the questions you get asked?
The questions I get asked most frequently that I would deem potentially offensive, but I'm willing to go there, are who's the real dad? I get that a lot. Real might not be the most ultimate world. I understand what they're saying. They're interested. Why are there 2 children here? How do they look so much like both of you? What they mean is who's the biological father? How did this family, this beautiful family, get made? Get a lot of questions about a lack of mother. Are you worried about the lack of mother, specifically with my relationship to Stella, or who plays the role of the mother? I think the world is still very much trapped in kind of the gendered roles in parenting. They see me playing more of a motherly role, and they want to understand if that was on purpose.
What does having 2 dads bring to a family?
Ooh, good question. Right off the bat, when you become a parent, you're desperately looking for a script to follow. There's clearly no answers. If there was a Bible, we would all have it and we would be memorizing every page. And so when there are 2 men, you actually are forced to take a step back and say, what do we both like? What are we both good at? What doesn't happen is you don't necessarily fall into gendered traps, which I've heard a lot of women say to me. I woke up a year later and realized I just was doing all the things my mother did. I don't even like cooking, and all of a sudden I'm the one doing that, and that, or I had the best job and I just default was the stay-at-home parent. So I think when you represent a minority parenting group, you really get a beautiful gift, and that gift is rewriting the script a little bit, and I think that's special.
So many of the parenting books, the newsletters, the emails are all directed at that same normal family. Have you found in your experience that so many people sit outside of that?
It's actually funny. The longer I've done this for a living, the more conversations I have with parents, I realize that there really is almost no one who like fits in this cookie cutter, pull out of it gender, pull out of it passion for parenting, and just look at the reality of what it means to be a human. We all are built differently. We all have different coping mechanisms. We all have different parents. We have different temperaments. And then we marry someone, or we decide to have children with someone who has different temperaments. And then you have children, and it is a literally lucky bag of what their personality types are going to be like. And a lot of the literature around parenting is basically mom-led, mom-centric, and it's a mother who is enjoying every step of the process. And that's just not the reality of parenting.
What?
Is it?
Not the reality of parenting?
I find the more parents open up and share the dirty truth when they're struggling, when they're not enjoying the parenting experience, when they don't enjoy aspects and they raise their hand and say, I'm not a playground dad. I'm just not, I don't enjoy it. The more parents come and open up about their unique approach to parenting that might fall outside of the kind of standard path, the better. I think it gives all of us a little bit of hope that you can be a parent and not enjoy every single second, and you aren't failing when you're not as happy. As I look around this playground, there's so many parents. We have no idea. We don't know what it took to get there. We don't know how easy it's been for them. They might be smiling or posting a beautiful picture, but that's not the reality. Once you're aware of that, I mean, a huge weight off your own shoulders to be perfect, because you know that basically no one has had an easy road to get their children.
While you guys are sitting here, out of 10, we'll use a show of hands.
You listening? You listening, handsome?
What do we give Dad as a father? What do you reckon? Out of 10?
Am I a good dad?
Like
10
just
fingers?
today.
Or am I maybe a little...
Like based on today's performance?
4. Solid 4 on my
Okay.
performance. I'll
Solid
take it.
4.
Better than
Cooper,
1.
What do you reckon?
We'll
add them
Are you listening, handsome boy? Is Dad a good
Out of
dad 10? Or is Dad a maybe too angry today? Am I down to a 1?
No, I
Oh,
don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
You're a yes man.
Well, we're just going to
4.
have to leave that as a 4 then. It's a 4 out of 20.
You know what's better than 1?